This is the DEFCON warning system. Alert status for 7 p.m., Sunday, May 1, 2011. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats against the United States at this time. The United States has successfully used a solid-state laser to destroy a test vessel, igniting its engines. This is a significant advancement over previous lasers and is capable of working in a maritime environment. In regards to traditional weaponry, however, the US is now treaty-bound to reduce ballistic missiles, while Russia has announced plans to double ballistic missile system production and China is to increase military spending by 12.7% in 2011, a return to double-digit increases. Russia also is demanding co-authorization ability over the US missile shield, requiring Russian permission before an interceptor can be launched. Additionally, it has recently been discovered that electronic jamming by North Korea has exposed some military equipment susceptible to enemy interference. The United States has involved itself in a civil war in Libya, though it is taking a backseat to the leadership of other countries, once again showing a weakness to hostile forces. Disturbingly, the civil war has taken on an east-west divide, with Russia and China sending arms to government forces, while the United States and Western Europe supply the rebels. Russia in particular has reacted strongly to American intervention in Libya. This is in keeping with Russia's cultural paranoia about being invaded itself. In the meantime, Israel has appointed Houthi Yaakov Amadrer as new security advisor and has successfully intercepted enemy missiles with its Iron Dome system. The country currently is planning to add new batteries. Zimbabwe, on the other side, has defied UN sanctions and agrees to sell uranium to Iran in exchange for fuel. In regards to Iran specifically, the United States has begun to revise the language it uses when describing Iranian weapons programs, now identifying a potential Iranian threat as, quote, nuclear. The country has now begun to load nuclear fuel into its reactor and now admits to a clandestine facility to manufacture parts for centrifuges used to enrich uranium. This facility has created enough parts for 100,000 centrifuges, far beyond the need for the nuclear facilities declared by the Iranian government. Iran has further stated plans to build 4 or 5 new nuclear facilities over the next few years and claims to have advanced centrifuges in operation, capable of producing weapons-grade material. Relations with Pakistan continue to be predictably unreliable, with Pakistan threatening to shoot down unmanned U.S. Predator and Reaper aircraft. However, some believe the threat is empty and was made to appease nationalists. The U.S., in the meantime, has agreed to provide Pakistan 85 Raven drone aircraft, a non-lethal, short-range surveillance craft with plans to offer larger, longer-range surveillance drones. Pakistan continues to develop its nuclear capabilities, claiming it has test-fired a nuclear-capable short-range missile. India has successfully tested an anti-missile interceptor and 2 short-range nuclear-capable missiles. Evidence of nuclear proliferation continue in the Middle East, with Saudi Arabia's Prince Turki Al Faisal calling on GCC to acquire nuclear capabilities to deter enemy forces, while the country itself seeks stronger ties with Russia and China, as it considers U.S. position on Egypt's Mubarak a betrayal of friends. The nuclear crisis in Japan has subsided, but radiation from the stricken Fukushima nuclear plant continues to pose a threat to the area. Radiation reports are sporadic and unreliable, as both Tokyo Electric as well as the Japanese government have censored reports or underreported radiation. Nevertheless, the DEFCON warning system has not found any evidence of anything other than insignificant amounts of radiation reaching the United States, and radiation in the Fukushima area appears to be elevated but lower than at the onset of the crisis. Due to the possibility of plutonium poisoning, the DEFCON warning system recommends not eating foodstuff from around the region of the Fukushima nuclear plant. Seawater in the area is also contaminated, but is being dispersed by tides. The DEFCON warning system is a private enterprise which monitors world events and assesses nuclear threats against the United States by national entities. It does not evaluate individual terrorist threats and does not report on them, except in cases of hard intelligence. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. This system serves the Kittle Falls area of Northeast Washington. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, go to www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON warning system message board. You may also subscribe to the YouTube channel DEFCON Warning System, however YouTube updates may be delayed by several hours due to server load. The next scheduled update is 7 p.m. Pacific Time, June 1, 2011. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this broadcast of the DEFCON Warning System.